welcome to another weekly vlog. I decided to just keep the vlogs going for now because I'm actually off work this entire week. I had a bunch of holidays to take before the end of the year, so I just have a random week off right now, which works out well because I have a lot of stuff I want to do and a lot of books and films I want to watch and stuff, so you know what? Any time off, I will take it. This vlog, or at least the start of it, is going to be focused on this Brandon Sanderson book. It's called Yumi and the Nightmare Painter, and it's one of his Kickstarter books, and I seen it in the library last week, and I picked it up, and all I know about it is what is on the blurb. So the back describes, basically, there are two different worlds. One is darkness, it's full of nightmares and horror, and the other one is full of light and dreams, and it's beautiful, and then these two worlds combine, or connect in some sort of way, and I think that sounds very intriguing. I'm very excited. I love Brandon Sanderson's world building. I have read a lot of his books. I haven't ever dived into the Stormlight Archive because it is a little bit intimidating just because of how big it is, but I've read a lot of his books. I love Mistborn. I love Elantris. I love a lot of his books, so I'm excited to read another one. Almost all of his books, to be honest, that I've read are like 4 or 5 stars. I don't think I've ever read a book by him and not enjoyed it, so hopefully this one is the same. For now though, I'm actually not going to start off by reading because I got this DVD literally like 6 months ago, 7 months ago, and I haven't watched it yet, and I love this Halloween trilogy. Even Halloween Ends, I know it's divisive, but I actually quite enjoy it. But I've always wanted to watch Halloween and Halloween Kills back to back, just like no breaks, just straight into it, because they sync up so well. The ending of Halloween is the start of Halloween Kills, like the exact moment. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. I'm going to watch the first 2. I'm not going to bother with Halloween Ends right now, but I'm going to watch the first 2, and I'm very excited. I've literally had this for so long, and I don't know why I haven't, because I have lots of days off, but I just haven't done it yet. So that is what we're going to do first of all today. I do still really love those. I think the first one especially is just great. I absolutely love it, and there's so many scenes in Halloween Kills I absolutely love. A lot of people really have an issue with the Evil Dies Tonight hospital stuff, but I don't think the phrase is as annoying as people make it out to be, and I also think that the whole chaos of that scene is just like so scary. It's actually one of the scariest parts of the film, and Michael isn't even in the scene, just because of how out of control everyone is. And yeah, I just really like it a lot. There's some little issues like the end of Halloween Kills. I don't love the very ending, but the overall package I really do enjoy, and watching them back to back like that was so fun. It's what I always thought of. Although I have to say, there was more at the start of Halloween Kills than I expected. I knew there was a flashback and stuff, I remembered that because it's a really good part of the film, but I remembered that being a little bit more in. I remember the end of the first film having the 3 women in the truck, and then the very, very beginning of the second film having the 3 women in the truck. There's actually quite a lot in between there, and it is still all like in the same moment of time apart from the flashback, but it isn't as like one-to-one beat that I thought it would be. Although we do then go back to the women in the truck, but it's like 5-10 minutes in. It's like a bit later than I expected. But yeah, that was so fun. Highly recommend. If I wasn't going to meet Andrew in about 2 hours, I honestly would just watch Halloween Ends right now as well, but I'm going to go meet him, and I probably could squeeze it in, but then I'd be rushing and stuff, so I'm just going to leave Halloween Ends for now. Hello, I have a car service right now, which I have never took my car to be serviced before. My last car, I didn't even know that was a thing, and then when I got this new car, they signed me up for this payment plan that I didn't even realise what I was signing, but it's fine. Apparently it's a good thing. So that's where I'm going right now, but I can just sit there and wait, I'm sure, while they do it. So hopefully I can read some of my book and start Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. I have read up to page 50, which is part 2 of Yumi and the Nightmare Painter, and I'm very much enjoying it. The 2 different worlds are very interesting in their own ways. They're so creative. Brandon Sanderson's ability to make all these different worlds and just always have new ideas always amazes me. Like,
the fact that he has already created so many fantasy worlds, but he still has more ideas. Like, I just think that's amazing. I feel like most writers are lucky if they can come up with one decent fantasy world, but he just keeps on going, and like just the different types of magic that he can come up with is again just a testament to his imagination and just how good of a writer he is. So at the end of part one, Yumi and the Nightmare Painter, whose name is just Painter, he does have another name, but he just goes by Painter, have just met, and that was the end of part one. So I'm very excited to see where this is going. I'm very invested. I think that everything about it is just so unique and creative already, so it's only going to get better from here.
I am off to the cinema again, as usual. That is just like my go-to activity. Honest to God, I would just go there every day if I could. But yeah, we're gonna go see 3 films today. We're gonna see one called Autumns, which has been getting a lot of hype. Then there's one called How to Have Sex, which I haven't really seen anything about, but I know it done quite well at London Film Festival. And then we're gonna go see Saltburn, which I'm very, very hyped for. I'm very much looking forward to Saltburn. Like, it is one of my most anticipated films for the end of the year. The first film was very heavy. Like, it was really, really good. I actually really loved it, but it was not a pleasant watch. It was so anxiety ridden, and yeah, it was really heavy, and actually it was a lot. It was just a lot. But then Bottoms was so funny. It was really good. It was such a good pick me up after the first one, and like I love them both. I think they're both 5 stars, but like in their own ways. Like, they're two completely different types of films. But it was good to, I don't know, counteract that negativity earlier. Just because the subject matter of the first one is like so heavy, with like the positivity of the second one, because it was fun. So right now I'm gonna go to Taco Bell, I think, and then I'm gonna meet my friend Anna later, and she is coming, and we're gonna see Saltburn. So I'm very excited for that one. Saltburn was actually incredible. Like, I think it is my favourite film of the year behind Scream 6. Like, it was just beautifully shot, so shocking. Like, it takes a lot to shock me, I think, in films, but that I genuinely, like, so many times, like, oh my god, I cannot believe they went there. And just like the performances, like Barry Keoghan, oh my god, amazing. And like the whole family, oh my god, everything about it was just incredible. The music, the soundtrack, oh my god. Princess Superstar, Perfect Exceeder. I've never heard that in a film before, and I love that song. It was just like amazing, and like the end, like that final, oh my god, it was actually a masterpiece. Like, I would happily watch it again, like tonight. Like, I would, honest to God, just watch it again right now. It was so good. Quick little update, I am to page 100 of this book, and I am really enjoying it now. I'm very intrigued by the whole story. It is actually a little bit like a Freaky Friday situation. There's a body swap going on, but with a twist. It isn't quite a one-for-one body swap, but it is a body swap with, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just a twist. I don't want to spoil too much about this book, but I am really enjoying it. It's very fun. The characters are interesting, and their worlds are so different, and their lifestyles are so different. So there's that like kind of back and forth clash, but you can tell that they'll grow to become very good friends at the least. So yeah, this is really good so far, and I'm enjoying it. And like I said last night about Saltburn, oh my god, I have not stopped thinking about that film since I've seen it. It was incredible. It actually changed my life, I think. I don't want to be hyperbolic, but it was so good. Just everything about it. I cannot stop thinking about it. I want to see it again right now, but it doesn't actually come out until a week tomorrow. But I will be there at the cinema seeing it again at least another once, but probably more than that. Like, I am obsessed. I have a pet peeve to point out. I've never seen someone write this in a book. Ever, I don't think. Like, lowly in brackets. And it's happened in this book like at least 5 times so far. Like, sometimes mid-sentence, like, it'll be, like, for example, it would be like here, right, Al, lowly, shampoo then. And it's so distracting every single time it happens. So, yeah, I've never seen that before, and it's annoying me. I googled it because this was annoying me, and apparently at the start of the book somewhere it is explained it's like a
linguistic choice to do with like the cultures of the characters and stuff, and it's to do with like real life Korean or Japanese. So I guess I'll excuse it, but it's still annoying. I am vlogging from bed again because it's just a comfy place right now. It is winter, leave me alone. I have less than 100 pages left of this book. I'm really enjoying it. I love the relationship between Yumi and Painter. I really kind of hope it stays as a friendship and not a romantic relationship, but either way, I just love their dynamic and the way that they learn from each other and the expansion of the magic that we're getting from both of them. Like, both their worlds have their own kind of power sources, kind of, I suppose you could call it, and it's always very interesting. And I have no idea how it's going to wrap up, no idea at all. But we have less than 100 pages to go, so I'm sure I'll find out soon. I don't think I'll finish it tonight because me and Andrew are going to go out for some drinks soon, but definitely this weekend I'll finish it. Hello, happy Saturday. Today is going to be another busy day. I'm going right now to meet one of my friends from study abroad for lunch. I haven't seen her in ages, so that'll be really fun. And we're going to this vegan restaurant called Susie Vegan Kitchen that I have wanted to go to for so long, but I haven't. So we're finally going today, so I'm very excited about that. Hopefully it's really good and it lives up to the hype. And then later on tonight I'm going out with some friends just to go out for some drinks and stuff. But hopefully in the middle I'll have some time to read because I really want to finish this book. Definitely I'll finish it tomorrow if not today, but I would love to finish it today just because I need to know what happens. So I'm going to take it with me and I'll read it on the train and stuff, but the train journey is only like a few minutes. So won't have too much time to read, but hopefully we get a few pages in at least. I have just finished Yumi and the Nightmare Painter and I enjoyed this a lot. It was a really great fantasy story. It had everything you could possibly want. It had a really creative magic style using art, which was very unique, and it had just two really detailed, beautiful worlds who were so different, and you know, a great twist at the end. It all came together so well, and I really loved the characters and just everything about this, to be honest. As we went near the end, there was a little bit of an info dump just because of the story and the way it concluded. It was quite detailed, and I feel like there was no other way for Sanderson to really give us all of the detail he needed to without doing this huge info dump. So it felt a little bit clunky, and it felt like we knew more than the characters themselves did because it was coming from a outside narrator. But it was still so interesting that I didn't really mind. You know, it just felt a little bit clunky, a little bit rushed, maybe a little bit. I don't know, but I did really enjoy it. So I would definitely recommend this if you're a Sanderson fan. Even if you're not, I think this is a very accessible, you know, standalone fantasy novel that has really strong like friendship slash romance. It doesn't stray too far into the romance, but the relationship in general is just really beautiful, and the magic is so interesting and stuff. So yeah, I would honestly recommend this to any fantasy fan. To be honest, it was really fun, and I enjoyed it a lot. So that is the end of this vlog. I hope you enjoyed. I feel like I've done quite a lot on this little week off. Next week I'm back to work. I might vlog next week as well. I'm not too sure yet. We'll see. I don't have any exciting plans next week at all, really, apart from I'm meeting up with a BookTube friend, so that's kind of fun. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, please subscribe. If I do vlog next week, you'll be the first to see it. Leave a comment with any thoughts on this book or any films I watched and talked about, or just anything at all, even just an emoji. Let me know you're there in the comments down below, and I will see you in my next video.